of my best friend. Now, this was a very serious man who would laugh at all of my various and sundry witty remarks. And this very serious man had the nerve to up and die on me last year. So where's a girl to go? You know, I gotta get out of the house. And so I learned something that day. I learned that at least in Montgomery County, if you are under the age of 50 and just drop dead, that gets treated as a homicide. I fit my description. I watch a lot of true crime drama. So, you know, my mind immediately went to a bad place. As we all know, the spouse always did. And if you believe everything you read on the internet, I am clearly a soulless demon. But be not afraid. This man smoked a pack of Camel non-filtered every day and refused to go see a doctor. So, autopsy comes back natural causes, and I'm in the clear. But that leaves me with a new problem. What to do with the body? You know, it's not like this guy had a will. And we had an agreement that he would get to go before me, so we had those uncomfortable conversations, and I was instructed not to spend one red cent on him after he died and dump his corpse by the side of a country road. I just got cleared of murder. So I'm not looking to pick out the littering charge. I'm very happy we live in the future and you can find out anything about anything with just at the tip of your fingers. And he was a very helpful man in life. And I found a place that took the whole body free of charge and donated all of his bits to medical science. So, problem solved there. But then, you know, that brings us to the third problem. The aftermath, the feelings. You know, you have those uncomfortable conversations, but that's not the same as when it happens. So what do? Do I pay money to go see a therapist? They're in kind of short supply because of the fun activities of the last 2 years, so that's kind of a no-go. Do I join a group of strangers and we all sit around and share our grief with each other? I don't really want to do that at all. Oh, jeez, what am I, gonna do? But again, grateful that we had the uncomfortable conversations. I had a plan in place for many years. And I went out a week to the day, and I got cats. Cats. Mr. Casey claimed to be allergic to cats, so it's been over 20 years since I've had a feline friend. And I have to say, they're just as good as therapists. They're much less expensive generally, and I don't have to wait or deal with my insurance. They're just there. As well as these things work out. Before Mr. Casey shuttled off the mortal coil, he got to help me celebrate my 40th birthday! During the 2020 lockdown! So, that birth year puts me in a tricky spot. I am either a very young Gen X, right? Like that. Or geriatric. So I am either a bleak, disaffected cynic, or what is it? Self-entitled adult child? I think that's what those are. And you know, Mr. Casey had both feet firmly in the Gen X camp. So he would mock me just because I like avocado toast, and he did not. This man never even tried avocado toast. what is the difference between smashed avocado on a crunchy piece of bread and guac on a chip? It's the same thing! We get into the semantics of things. So, I could stand up here and whine about my cuff state, but that does sound kind of like a millennial stereotype. And my Gen X side hates stereotypes. Another millennial stereotype is they're bad workers. You hear that, I've read articles about that. And now I can't speak for everyone, just for myself, but I got my first job when I was 8. You know, this candy doesn't buy itself. So my first job was dog sitting for our neighbor, which was a huge deal, because again, soulless demon. She gave me a key to her house, and I got to go over every day and feed and walk her dog. And I wondered, if I had stuck with that original career path, would I have matured into a less stressed adult? You know, all the psychological benefits of interacting with dogs, none of the financial responsibility of owning dogs. Cat person said. Let's see, another millennial stereotype is the being crushed by the crippling student debt. I'm fortunate I avoided the crippling student debt, but that was due to an unplanned pregnancy, which is an entirely different kind of debt. So after a series of unfortunate events, we got downgraded in the game of life and had to move into my lovely mother-in-law's house.
Yay, mother-in-law.
And so here we have under one roof a boomer, a Gen X, a this, and a Zoomer. So it's kind of like a sitcom on network TV, but without any of the commercial breaks. So as all as well as ends well, that show got canceled after 9 years. Another big thing that happened in 2020 is our Zoomer graduated high school.
Yay.
And it's 2020, so there's no walking across the stage, there's no cap and gown ceremony. Oh, no. It is your senior picture flashed on the Montgomery County Public Access Channel. Not a mug shot. Take it. Take it for a win. They decided to go to community college, 2 years, non-committal, just a little bit. I'll do this for a little bit. And the first semester was great. And then Dad passed. So, self-care is important. They took a semester off, which is good. You need to, it's hard in our society to make time for yourself to process feelings, but they did. So semester off, that was good. And when the third semester was about to start, I asked, so are you ready, to go back into the world and interact with other people? And they said yes. And I was so thankful. They would have something else to focus on. So fill out all the papers and fork over all the cash. Done. A few weeks after classes started, I am downtown in my office where I work, because I have reintegrated into the world. And I get a call from the director of the program my young adult is enrolled in. So of course, after the succeeding months, my mind immediately goes dark again. It's, oh my God, something horrible has happened to my only child. She lets me know that they have been skipping class. It's a Zoom class. I don't know how you skip a Zoom class. You don't even have to put on pants. Like my shirt is good enough. So I take deep breaths and very calmly say, oh, thank you for letting me know. will address this at home. And I tell my coworkers, I'm sorry, I've got to go. It's a family emergency. I rage walk. I throw open the door to my car, and I take a beat, because if I die in a fiery wreck on my way home, who is going to murder my young adult At every red light, I'm texting my friends, and they talk me down off the ledge, so I don't murder my adult. But I'm still pretty furious. And I learned something on that day. I learned on that day, when you are full of that particular flavor of red hot mom rage, it is surprisingly easy to take a heavy wooden door completely off the hinges. It's a lot more difficult to put it back up. But I will say this, lack of a door is a strong motivator for young adults. So my young adult straightened up. He passed all of his classes. They got awards for some of their classes, is now a graduate of Montgomery College. And is so motivated to get out of his mother's house that he is now enrolled in a job training program. It is all's well as ends well. That is all I have for you tonight. I believe we are at halftime, so I will return the stage to Jerry. So